Hey, it's Maragda. Welcome back to I Had Plans. Today, I want to talk about personal branding and being seen. I think 2026 is going to be remembered as the year that personal branding stopped being optional. And yes, it's a cliche phrase that's been thrown around a lot. But I agree that after years of AI-generated content flooding social media and the internet, it's time for people to shine. Not in an influencer way, not in a building a following way, but in a human way. Because skills alone don't travel anymore, and experience doesn't announce itself. It's just a few words on a piece of paper on your resume. And if you're not visible, you're invisible, no matter how good you are. You need to tell people how good you are. And what no one really prepares you for when you're putting yourself out there to create a personal brand is the hardest part of being visible isn't the strangers. It's the people who already know you. When people hear personal brand, they think confidence. They think they need confidence and they're not ready yet. Or they think it's just about content that they don't want to make. Or pretending to be something bigger than they are. We know who these people are online. But personal branding at its core is just this. Letting people see how you think, what you do, what problems you solve, and what you're becoming. Because we're all growing. And that's it. In 2026, AI is doing so much of the visible work. You as a person needs to become the differentiator. Not the tool you use, not the platform you know. Yes, I know I make a living from platforms, so it does sound a bit weird to say that, but it's not about the platform you know. It's about you. And it's about the way you frame problems. About the way you make decisions. It's about the way you explain things to your clients. So it's not about being louder and having a very big presence online. I think personal branding is about being clearer. Making your image and your proposal cut through the noise. And here's the part I don't think we talk about enough. Putting yourself out there is easy when it's strangers. Yes, I'm saying it again. Because it is. They don't have a history with you. But when it's your former colleagues, the people you went to school with, your family, the friends who know an older version of you from 3 careers ago, that's different. Because with them, you're not just sharing ideas, you're updating your identity and you're doing it in public. And even if no one says anything, you might feel it or you might be thinking about it. And you'll be asking, who do I think I am to be saying this? Do I sound like I'm trying too hard? You might be second guessing yourself. And what if this version of me doesn't land? This second guessing, it doesn't mean you're doing something wrong. That's what I keep telling myself anyway. It means you're growing, and it means you're building something for yourself, and it means you're evolving to the new requirements of the world we live in. There's often a gap between who you've become and who people still think you are. And I can tell you from experience, that gap feels awkward. You might sound confident online while still figuring out things privately. And that's often the case with me. When I'm training a client or presenting the idea, super confident. And when I'm sitting here in my office, thinking back about the day, I'm often questioning things, which I shouldn't be. You might share insights before you feel established enough to deserve a voice. But at the end of the day, who deserves a voice? Why don't the people who are growing deserve a voice? And here's the truth. You've heard it a lot. I'm going to say it to you and myself. Don't wait to become confident and then share. Share and confidence catches up with you. And then there's that awkward in-between stage. Yes, it's not imposter syndrome. We're calling it transition. That's what it is. And it feels uncomfortable, and that's okay. So let me ground this, because all of this doesn't mean daily posting or reinventing yourself. Putting yourself out there can mean different things to different people, like sharing a useful thought once a week, or talking about the problems you solve for your clients, or repeating your message that you think it's important for your clients to know. Education is important. And it's not about polish. I'm a big fan of authentic, unpolished content. It's about consistency. So keep in mind that it's not a performance, it's kind of documentation. You are documenting who you are as a professional and as a person. When you become visible, something else happens. Some people will support you loudly, and often it's the people you least expect to do that. It's rarely your close friends or family. It will be people who think like you, who are in the same space as you, who appreciate what you're sharing because they understand the industry you work in. Some people will support you quietly, and some will drift away. And that can sting, but it's not something that should be taken personally, because it's not about ego. It has nothing personal to do with you. It's about who aligns with your ideas. And the people who are meant to find you, your clients, your collaborators, your colleagues, the new opportunities, they'll find you if you're not hiding. So yes, 2026 is the year of personal branding, but not personal branding in the glossy sense. Remember that. Maybe it's time for you this year to stop waiting to be ready. Maybe this is the year that you let yourself be seen while you're still evolving. And the year that you accept that you don't need permission. You don't need a perfect plan to get started. You just need to show up as you are. And if it feels uncomfortable, it's probably the clearest sign that you are on the right track. If you're starting your journey of putting yourself out there more and creating a personal brand for yourself, get in touch. We can support each other along the way. I look forward to hearing from you, and I will catch you next week. Please subscribe and share with your friends so that we can all get to know each other. Bye.